My name is Charles Hirsch Barris. I've written pop songs. I've been a television producer. In addition, I have murdered 33 human beings.
He wrote the book in a very difficult time in his life. And as a good defense attorney, I went into this project saying, I don't want to know if it's true or not. And if it isn't true, I think it's even more fascinating that a man who is as successful as he is and has been for as many years as he has felt the need to write that story.
Well, I'd heard about him. I'd seen The Gong Show when I was like, 8 years old.
It's The Gong Show.
Chuck was sort of an innovator in TV, and the movie's about Chuck as a producer.
A pretty girl asks 3 handsome guys questions, and she picks one to date. That's it. That's the show.
And Chuck as a secret agent.
I work for the Office of Diplomatic Security.
Is that the CIA or something?
Are you interested?
Well, George Clooney plays Jim Bird, and Jim Bird finds Chuck when he's sort of down on his luck, takes him to a restaurant bar and talks to him about joining the CIA.
I can teach you at least 30 different ways to kill a man, Mr. Barris.
The edge of your hand against your adversary's Adam's apple.
The whole process was pretty wild to me, but directing myself was the hardest. I'd do 2 or 3 takes and then cut and then go take a quick look at the monitor, and if I had it, I'd move on.
He's such a good director, and everyone always says, oh, well, actors make the best directors. And if, I just know certainly in his case, whatever it is, it works, it's right.
George is amazing. I mean, George creates this really safe atmosphere. And he's an actor, so he's really smart.
He surprised me. I mean, I went up to Montreal, and the crews loved him. He had every shot drawn out. He had all the color and the sound. And he's a film guy, and this is his first film, but I think as far as George is concerned, it's his 15th film. I mean, he just knows film.
He's given me great direction. Sometimes I come in with a bunch of ideas and instincts, and I'll try a couple takes like that, and then I'll just look at him and turn into this giant sponge and be like, okay, I'm ready. I want to know everything that you think about this. And every single time, he's made me so much better. What would you like me to do? Is this MOS?
Yeah, it's MOS. I wrote some questions out. He hasn't seen them yet.
Hi, friend.
It was a lot like live TV, and that's George used to hang out on those sets.
All of the effects are done in the camera, not back on a green screen. All of those running around shots where you see people coming out are all done by actors literally running and changing.
When you're out of breath, you're bumping into people, and you got to change a coat, and maybe rip off sideburns or whatever, and then you got to end up in the shot.
Sam's here. We start the camera crossover. The contestant, Sam, runs around, changes clothes. By the time we get there, he's in a different outfit. We change out all of the contestants, come back across, change out all the contestants, and come back across.
It's difficult, and George would say, you can't be out of breath when you're saying your lines.
Action!
You're a general, you tell them where you want the shot, you kind of get everybody energized and go do it, and pray that you're not screwing it up, because you got a lot of really talented people looking at you going, wow. We'll see.
I've seen what George has done, and I'm not an expert, but I bet him $10,000 that this wouldn't be the only film he would direct, and I gave him 5 years to do another one at least, and I guarantee that money's spent.
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.